Hey guys, so today you're going to be finishing your documentaries and completing the My Opinion and Bias section of the documentary project Google Doc that's on Google Classroom. As you finish watching your documentaries, make sure you continue gathering evidence from those two different perspectives for your essential question. And then when you're finished, you're going to complete the My Opinion section by first writing a claim that answers your essential question. Just make sure it's a complete sentence. And then having 3 reasons to support your claim. And with each reason, you're going to want to include a specific example, piece of data, or explanation to further expand upon your reason. All right. After you've done, in my opinion, you're going to go ahead and do the bias section. Some of you may have chosen a documentary that had a little bit or a lot of bias, and that's absolutely okay. So if you were doing the information gathering up here and you had like 20 bullet points for one perspective, but only like 3 or 4 bullet points for the other perspective, that's okay. That's where your documentary might have a little bit of bias, and that's just the nature of documentaries. So if you only had like 4 bullet points for the gathered information for one perspective, but 20 for the other side, that's okay. That's just the way documentaries can be, where they're presenting information from one specific perspective. All right, so go ahead and kind of use that gathered information to determine whether or not your documentary had some bias. Were they favoring one perspective over the other? You're going to go ahead and identify like what perspective your documentary might have been favoring, and then your evidence would just be like why you believe they're favoring that one perspective. You can kind of point to the fact that they presented a lot of information from this perspective, but hardly any from this perspective. Once you've done that, go ahead and use this rubric as a checklist to make sure you have everything you need to get an A on this project and submit it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. See you later.